The popular saying, "there is light at the end of the tunnel," might not be true after all. Coming from a year fraught with a roller coaster of disappointments, failures, crashes, and devastating dips, many crypto investors expected the best for 2023. So many things happened in the crypto market the previous year that made people rethink their decisions, and perhaps some empty their crypto portfolios. The crypto market was on fire, but aren't we seeing a repeat currently? Crypto supporters wanted to turn the page in 2022, as that year saw the entire asset class shed roughly 64% of its value, due in large to part of the strong risk-off sentiment among investors. Among the main drivers of that sentiment were interest rate hikes the Federal Reserve implemented in a quest to combat inflation. Even when investors expected things to go calm, fuel was added to the fire by a string of high-profile blowups by crypto firms that shattered the public's trust in the asset class. Cardano indeed sank 81% last year, but like Ethereum, the second largest cryptocurrency by market cap, it was expected that Cardano may offer a safety feature for hesitant investors. It couldn't attract investors because of the cautious nature of the way that it develops its blockchain. Cardano is interesting in many ways. It uses a peer review system before any update is made, and this results in slower progress than rivals, but also ensures stability. Plus, since Cardano's launch, it has never missed a block of data during validation or experienced a network shutdown during upgrades. At the beginning of 2023, Cardano was regarded as one of the hottest cryptocurrencies in the market. There are plenty of reasons to like Cardano. Like last year, the crypto completed upgrades allowing for it to move forward in the world of dApps, and also made the list of 10 cryptos most used in payments. The launch of the JED stablecoin was also a factor that encouraged investors to vouch for the coin. At the time, Cardano developers were working on something exciting that could make the network one of the fastest, and this was the Hydra Head upgrade. The idea was to make it possible to handle certain transactions on these Hydra Heads off the main chain, thus reducing congestion and increasing speed. The belief that Cardano is a newish player with a lot of room for growth and its manner of development spread across the market and offered a bit of safety too. There was probably a lot to like about the JED stablecoin. Notably, Cardano ADA's token rallied enough 5% immediately after it was announced that the stablecoin hit the Cardano mainnet, but it gave up most of its gains later on. Besides, quite several people were scared of JED because they believed that it could follow the path of the failed Terra Luna ecosystem. The reasons were valid since the collapse of Terra Luna's stablecoin is still relatively fresh in the minds of many investors. Whether JED would be able to correct the wrongs to Terra and become a stablecoin that could avoid losing its peg and collapsing remains to be seen. But it was noted that this decentralized algorithmic stablecoin could be a big catalyst for Cardano since it became the foundation of other opportunities for the Cardano ecosystem. It was anticipated that up to 40 partnerships would materialize around the JED stablecoin. Anyways, it's really hard to predict how JED will perform relative to other algorithmic stablecoins that came before it. There was even an argument that Cardano's JED stablecoin has the upper hand, knowing what went wrong with previous collapses. However, these grand plans witnessed a death spiral scenario, and we're at the point where only encouragement is to hope for the best. Crypto bank failures hit the market hard in March, and each of these failures proved to be the result of poor risk management of customer deposits and a subsequent bank run. Crypto had a banking problem, but banking didn't have a crypto problem. Then the recent SEC news hit the market harder, and even the biggest names in the crypto industry had difficulty establishing positive momentum. But it was possible to spot a few cryptos making serious moves in anticipation of the next bull market rally. So despite the pitfalls and bumps, Cardano is still vying for a top position, preparing hard for the bull market. To an extent, this assures us that the second half of 2023 won't leave tears on our faces, necessarily. Cardano is positioning itself for a bull market, even though it was hit hard by the SEC's allegation that it's an unregistered security. The ADA coin price is down 30% in 30 days. Despite the considerable level of success that Cardano had in the first half of the year growing its blockchain ecosystem, it could all come to an abrupt halt if the FCC doesn't back off. Cardano is still fighting back. It is made clear that it is an open source public blockchain that is highly decentralized, not a security. Cardano is concentrating on new decentralization milestones and talking up the launch of the next stage in its blockchain development, known as Voltaire. That incredible name comes with incredible ambitions. Cardano wants to give more power to the community members and improve overall blockchain performance by decentralizing as much as possible. Also, the lead company behind the development of the Cardano blockchain, Input Output Global, announced changes to its governing structure. It is moving to what it calls a venture studio model. In practical terms, this means that different business groups will be separated from one another and then spun off later. While there are changes coming from Cardano, they're not spurring enough buzz. These may be cynical thoughts, but the changes do not sound convincing enough. Investors are interested in these modifications, they should sing about it. Well, why would there be a song about it when they don't involve splashy new product releases and they require a wonky understanding of blockchain technology as well as some understanding of the SEC's legal arguments? The Cardano ecosystem is willing to do whatever it takes to convince the SEC that it is not a security, and Volatility could make that happen. But if Cardano is only concerned about saving its reputation, what happens to its price? Recently, Cardano witnessed a surge in the number of volume and large transactions, suggesting a potential price rally on the horizon. According to crypto intelligence portal Into the Block, the Cardano token experienced a significant increase in transactions valued at 100,000 or more, and in 24 hours, these substantial transactions rose by an impressive 990, reaching a total of 6,460. Furthermore, the surge in volume was equally notable, with a staggering increase of 3.4 billion ADA over the same period. The total value locked of these transactions resulted in an impressive 36.67 billion ADA, and this uptick in large-scale Cardano transactions coincided with the ADA token's price, which stood at 26 cents during the observed period. This value is quite significant as it mirrors the initial trading price of the Cardano token on Binance, the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange. Such a price level holds considerable importance for experienced investors who often seek to establish positions close to the key benchmark, allowing for better risk assessment. While it would be premature to definitely claim an imminent price rally for ADA or predict its result at the close of the year, it's essential to closely monitor the behavior of prices in this range to gain a better understanding of the broader crypto market, digging through the influence of whale activity or transactions involving significant amounts of ADA, which can offer valuable insights into market trends and potential price movements. So we have our answer. Cardano's reputation and the price of the ADA token may build up at the same time. Plus, we might be headed to a bull market anytime soon. Okay, let's look at another significant update. In a notable turn of events, Cardano was classified as securities by the US Securities and Exchange Commission, and of course, this caused a significant blow to its price. However, a recent development from Asia, specifically Indonesia, has shed a ray of hope on the situation. A report by Root Blockchain revealed that the Indonesian government designated Solana Sol and Cardano ADA as tradable assets. This indicated a contrasting perspective compared to the US. This announcement from Indonesia brought about several positive implications for both Solana and Cardano. It would grant crypto traders within the country the freedom to trade these assets without the same level of scrutiny facing the US, and provide a degree of regulatory clarity that was previously lacking, potentially encouraging increased trading activities. Because of this news, now there is a renewed optimism for ADA and of course for its holders. As of right now, you can kind of think of ADA as a rose blooming amid thorns. ADA has presented a favorable trading environment and signaled a divergence of regulatory perspectives between different regions. This could thereby impact the market dynamics of ADA. After all, the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. But that's going to do it for today's video. Make sure you click on the subscribe and notification buttons, and we'll see you in the next video.